What's happening? What's happening? We trapping. We drinking Henny in the trap early this morning, man. Shout out to HTM Sports in the building, vibing with us today, man. What you got for us, sir?
Hey, man, you know what it is, man. It's your boy Henny the Boy over here at HTM Sports. Tapping in with my boy Landlord to make the rent for the first day. So, hey, we gonna give it to you live and uncut, man.
Yes, sir. Y'all already know what time it is, man. We in here vibing early in the morning time. You understand? Well, for us, it's before noon, so it's still the AM time for me. You understand me? And you know what we need you to do, man. Hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card, man. We in the building. Shout out to Dallas, Double R, Michael Lockhart in the building, DC4 Life X, Bruce got the toxic juice, Regina Green, Spoonie Dog in the trap, Lamont, Samuel Rowe, aka Landlord from Wakanda, the greatest name on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Joe Tranchina in the building, Starboy Entertainment, we in the building, man. Shout out to everybody rocking with us, man. Hit that share button so we can get this trap round the corner now. We appreciate all the love and support, though, you understand? Well, let's get this thing round the corner. You know what we make them haters do. Let's get it. Yeah. We make them haters hate, hen. Let's get it. Yeah. Give me a one if everything sound good too, y'all. Let's get it. Hey. Shout out to Donnell, Lamar, Keyshawn, Alexander. We got Trap Boy Red in the building. What's happening, sir? Let's get it. Shout out to Dwayne Brown. We in here, man. Hey, let's get it. You know we gonna make them other teams hate, man. That's what we do. Let's go. Hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. We live in the building today. You are not at work. You are not at school. You are in the trap, sir. Let's get it. Let's go. Shout out to Norman Davis. Let's go. Y'all had me super loud the other day. Make sure I ain't too loud in y'all ears now. Let's get it. Shout out to Cowboy Fan 95. Yes, sir. Henny in the trap today. Let's get it. Hey. Let's go. Just let them hate. Hey, hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. Let's go. That will make them hate. Oh yeah, hold on. Stop the show. Shout out to Trap Boy Red. I seen you said it was your birthday yesterday, sir. I sure didn't see it yesterday, bro, but we appreciate you in the trap, sir. Thank you. Appreciate you. Happy birthday to you, sir. But let's go and crank this thing on up. You understand me?
Let's do it.
What's happening? We trapping. Y'all know where y'all at, sir? Y'all know where y'all at. We got Henny in the trap, man. How y'all doing this morning, Hen? What you got for the show today, man? What you want to talk about today, sir?
Man, you know what we got to talk about, man. You know, it's off season. So, you know, we always got to talk about roster moves, projected roster moves, and all that.
Yes, sir.
So, hey. Free agency finna pop off, and a big name just hit the open market. We know what's going on, man.
Yes, sir.
We gonna talk about that Bobby Wagner.
Hey, man. Hey, we trying to sign Bobby now. See, look at this. Okay, check this out. My thing about Bobby. Okay, Steven, Mr. Dollar Bill Jones.
Dollar Bill, shut down. Pay no country boy nothing.
We know he ain't trying to pay them country boy nothing right here. But you fumbled your opportunity last year, sir. This your time. This your chance to make it right. Go get DQ his boy now. Quit playing. If you want this defense to be one of them ones, you want this defense to be Himothy. You want this defense to be Himothy.
I'm him. I'm not them. I'm him Jones. I'm him Duncan.
You want this defense to be him Duncan, Mr. DQ. Go stand on your desk and tell Jerry Jones to make it happen, y'all. Let's get it, man. Quit playing. Quit being so cheap, man. That ain't gonna get us nowhere.
Bro, listen. You know, and what tripped me out about it though, I looked at the contract he had just signed, right? You know, he just got released. Bro, the man wasn't playing for that much money anyway.
Yeah,
he was making $10 million a year. with the Los Angeles Rams. And when you look at our current players, right? We
Yeah.
just gave Dalton Schultz a fully guaranteed 1-year deal worth $10 million, right? We did that. He's a damn tight end. We're talking about giving Tony Pollard, who was a running back, $10 million guaranteed on a franchise tag right now.
Yeah.
So, if $10 million or a little bit under that is going to get the deal done, if the going price for Bobby Wagner is only 30, it's going to be like 3 years, $30 million or something like that. Like Stephen Jones, you're not that damn cheap. Matter of fact, he fits what you want to do.
Facts. You want to put Mike on the defensive end. This your opportunity, sir. This your opportunity. And then, not to mention, this man had 140 tackles this year. Not to mention, this man made an all-pro team. This shouldn't even be a discussion. And then, not to mention, he already got a history with your star defensive coordinator. This shouldn't even be a discussion here. Go get your play. Go get this man for DQ, man. He want him. He told you last year. You know what I'm saying? We lucky that he's back available. Mr. Stephen Jones, Dollar Bill Jones, this is your time to right your wrong, sir. Go bring this man to Dallas, man. Quit playing. We can have one of them great defenses, I feel like. If we add Bobby Wagner to this team, man, now you got basically a roaming Michael Parsons. You gonna let that line roam, sir? That spells bad news for everybody here. For everyone. That's bad news for everybody.
And listen, adding Bobby Wagner does not just help your linebacking core. Adding Bobby Wagner also helps your safeties. Because think about the amount of times that Jaron Curse was playing big nickel and acting as a linebacker. Think about the amount of times that Donovan Wilson was playing big nickel and acting as a linebacker. And those guys, even though they didn't miss a lot of time, they were constantly banged up, having to lead the field because they're undersized to be doing that. Right? They're safeties, they're defensive backs, and they up here trying to fill the gaps in run support and stuff like that. You don't want them to keep having to do that game in and game out. Right? You can just limit that to certain downs. You can limit that to certain sets or whatever that they throw at you, and it could be a change up. But having them do that game in and game out is not going to help them.
Facts.
Bobby Wagner allows LVE to go back to playing weak side linebacker. It allows Michael Parsons to mainly be an edge rusher if you want him to do that. So it helps your defense tenfold. And you already mentioned a little bit on his numbers, right? He had 140 tackles. He had 10 tackles for loss. He had 6 sacks. He had 2 interceptions.
Good grief. This ain't even a debate here. Give it to him.
It's not a debate.
Give it to him.
It's not a debate. It's not a debate at all. This man, listen, and I know people don't like PFF, right? But this man graded out as a 90 as a defensive player, like a 90.
Yeah.
Like you can't get much higher than that.
See, my thing about PFF, I know a lot of people don't like PFF. They look at PFF in a negative light. But look, in my opinion, I look at it like, say for instance, okay, even if PFF grade him a 90, if that's not the truth won't be a 70 though. It ain't gonna be that far off. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So you can use it as a guide, as a reference. You see what I'm saying? You don't have to believe in their grading system and just say it's the end all be all. But you do have to respect it to a certain degree. You do take that data and apply it to your other narratives that you want to have. You know what I'm saying? So if you look at it, you be like, okay, if PFF grading this man at a what? At a 90, even if they capped out, even if that's a little suspect, he gonna be at least a 80. You understand? He ain't gonna be a 70. So that's still better than what you have here. That's still better than what you have.
Right. And listen, he will automatically be the best pure linebacker on your team. Because you really can't say Michael Parsons is better as a linebacker because Michael Parsons excels as a pass rusher. Right?
Yeah.
The things that Wagner excels at: coverage, run support. He's a sure tackler. He can analyze the offensive looks that they're putting out on the field. The man has been in the league over a decade, has played in 2 Super Bowls, has played meaningful football in the postseason. There's not a lot that an offense can throw at him that he has not seen before. So, like that, being a cerebral player, being able to analyze, these offensive sets and what these offenses are trying to attack the defense, how they're trying to do that. Like he's second to none really in the league right now.
Facts.
Like, this man is going to be he's a surefire future Hall of Famer, and you can get this man probably for under $10 million a year. If we're being honest, if he would listen, you got to think about it. He just got all the guaranteed money from that contract. Whatever dead money left on that contract, he's still going to get. So at his age, Bobby Wagner is just going to go somewhere and try to compete.
Shout out to Matt Batten with the $5 super chat. We appreciate you, sir.
Trap.
He says, sign Wagner now. Let's win Super Bowl. Now time. Spend that money. Feeling better today. You're the best, guys. Landlord Henny, God bless Cowboy Nation. Love you. We love you too, Matt, and we appreciate everything you do for the nation, sir. Thank you. We glad you feeling better too, Mr. Matt. You know you the MVP over here, sir. But man, you ain't spending numbers facts, sir. You just preaching to the choir for me. And I'm just sick of Mr. Stephen Jones holding his team back. Now, just imagine if in a dream world, if we would have actually did some of the moves we wanted to do last year. Now, I know Von Miller got hurt, but just imagine if you would have added Von and Bobby to this team, man. Come on now.
And imagine
to that defense,
Von Miller gets hurt. There's no guarantee Von Miller gets hurt with our coaching staff.
That's what I said. We don't even know for sure if he would have got hurt. You know what I'm saying? The way we would have played him, because we had reinforcements, we probably wouldn't even depended on him that much. We probably would have made him a specialist and just been wreaking havoc across the NFL, sir. So just imagine with those two moves. Okay, in hindsight, we seen what kind of defense we had. Just imagine if we would have added Bobby Wagner and Von Miller to that defense. We would have been in the Super Bowl, y'all. I don't care what nobody say. We could debate it right now, bro. We could have a digital duel. You know how I say. We would have been in the Super Bowl, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Those few little possessions that we needed stops on, they would have got it. Von would have made a big play. Bobby would have made that extra play. I'm telling you, we don't even need them to be superstars no more. We have that kind of defense. If you just make those players solid, man, and I'm going to just tell y'all straight up, we appreciate everything LVE ever done for us. We really do. But here, I would look LVE dead in his face and tell him to exit the building. If it meant that I can go get Bobby Wagner, I'm sorry. It wouldn't even be a long discussion. It'll be like, hey, how you doing? Good day. See you later. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, if I could get Bobby, bro, come on now. That's an instant upgrade. LVE has been a solid linebacker, so don't get me wrong. He turned up the tail end of the year. But we talking about, once again, like I said on the call with you, Hen, we talking about upgradable positions. You see what I'm saying? If it's an upgradable position, this shouldn't even be a debate. You know what I'm saying? You look at an upgradable position, like I said.
What's up with you, Joe Chan? I appreciate you tapping in with me.
Yeah.
Z, Michael Lockhart, I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, would you let Bobby Wagner, would LVE stop you from getting Bobby Wagner? No, I'm saying? Absolutely not. He would not.
Never. And listen, like you said, LVE was solid, and that's fine. But we're talking about an All-Pro. We're talking about a guy that made an All-Pro team this season, right? Been an All-Pro every year since 2014.
Mr. Starter Kit Duke said, does Bobby Wagner still have enough speed to spy on Hurts and Daniel Jones? We don't really even need him for that, but this man was an All-Pro Starter Kit. He was an All-Pro. Now, I know Pro Bowlers, you can kind of shoo away a Pro Bowl, but an All-Pro, that's a little different for me. All-Pro is different. So, I feel like Bobby Wagner, after we just showed you, this man had 140 tackles. This man had 6 sacks. Right? Mm-hmm. I believe he had 6 sacks. This man had an outstanding year. He didn't get the what you call it? He didn't get the ceremonial type Pro Bowl and All-Pro like some of these people did. He actually had the numbers to back it. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He earned it. He earned it. So, and this is the thing, right? When you're talking about stopping a running quarterback, that's more than just one person. You really want your defensive end to be setting the edge, preventing him from even leaving the pocket. So when he's stepping up, he's stepping into the arms of the linebacker. That's really how you want to play that.
Yeah.
So it's not really just about if he's fast enough to spy Jalen Hurts. If we want to put a spy on him, we'll put Michael Parsons on him.
We can put Dono on him. We can put, you know what I'm saying? We got people that can fill that role.
We got guys with speed. So, we really want to keep the integrity of the front seven together.
We need that green dot guy. That's what we need.
Because listen, I need somebody when the offense making an audible. I need Bobby Wagner in the middle of the field making the defensive audible. Right? I don't need a super athlete there. I need somebody that's going to get the defense lined up, get them into the correct play, and he going to analyze it. He ain't gonna get confused with the play action. He ain't gonna get caught up in the trash. He gonna be where he needs to be and make the play that need to be made.
Shout out to Starter Kid dude one more time. He said CMC made Bobby look bad 2 games in a row playing for the Panthers, then the Niners. Bro, CMC gonna make a lot of dudes look bad. And then this Bobby on the tail end, he still is phenomenal, sir. He's still phenomenal. Like, he's much better than any linebacker we have. I'll tell you that right now. I stand on that hill. He's better than any linebacker we got on this football team, for sure.
And then look at the rest of their defense and how they played this year. Right, outside of Aaron Donald and Bobby Wagner, like, they did not play well as a defensive unit. Right? So you could say, that Bobby Wagner was in a bad position against CMC. But, like Landlord pointed out, CMC is also a great player in his own right.
Yeah.
He made us look bad a couple plays, when we played him in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So
shout out to Matt Batten with another $5 super chat. And hey, this deserves a bomb. He said, it's simple to me. If you're seriously about winning Super Bowls, give my money, sign checks, get weapons for the team. If not, stop wasting the Cowboy Nation time, sir. Quit playing with us, Steven. Quit playing with us. Hey, Madden is bad today because I felt that. I felt that in my core. That's the truth. Because, look, like I said, if you want this defense to get to the next level, okay, look, adding a Bobby Wagner or another defensive end, like, I don't know if Von going to be available this year. But I'm telling you, we would have been in the Super Bowl last year. But that's another decision. But, okay, if you add a player like Bobby Wagner to this defense, believe it or not, you probably won't need as much of an upgrade on offense. Like, this is how much of a difference maker Bobby is on the defensive end. He strengthens your strength. He makes the defense even more dominant. You know what I'm saying?
Joe said they just posted the Eagles of $46.4 million in dead cap, which leads to all teams in the NFL. Good. I hope they have a hard time figuring it out.
I hope they in shambles over there. Good grief. Craig Lawton said, love you guys together. We appreciate that, man. I think we do have a decent balance because, I'm kind of going crazy, and then hearing a little more calculated, a little more numbers wise. I think it's a good blend myself. Lamont says, hey, landlord, just asking, would you draft a Michael Myers tight end from Notre Dame if we are wiped out? I think he'd be a great pick at 26. I ain't made it to tight ends yet, though, Lamont. I ain't going to lie to you. I don't want to lie to you. So I'm going to have to check out the tight ends. I've been doubling down on wide receivers. I really could do a whole wide receiver show. I've been doubling down on wide receivers and corners. That's what I've been looking at right now. And I done did a little glimpses at running backs. I ain't made it to linebackers yet. It's still early, y'all. But when I be critical on the draft pick, I want to be sure. I'm not just watching one game or one highlight reel. I'm gonna be, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be well versed in the player. I'm gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you challenge what I say, I'm gonna be able to say, okay, go look at this game right here. Look at this game right here against this team right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be able to tell you why I said what I said. So that's how I want to be thorough with my research. So, hey, like I said, if you challenge me, you better be right. That's all I'm going to tell you. Don't come in here half slipping. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And, I'm not looking at the draft. I've been telling folks this. I ain't looking at the draft till free agency over. Because, it sounds like all this stuff sounds good, right? Getting this tight end from here, getting this tackle, getting this guard from here. But, if the Cowboys go and spend some money on that position, they ain't drafting that position that high, right? If we give Dalton Schultz a long-term contract, it's $11 million or something crazy like that. Jerry Jones ain't finna double down and spend top draft money on a tight end at 26 either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard gets tagged or gets a long-term contract, but John Robinson is out the question.
The only way they would entertain a tight end at 26 is they are absolutely done with Dalton Schultz. If they look him dead in his eyes and say, "You trash," and get out the building, they might draft. If it's a great golden opportunity, if they feel like if that Meyer kid is one of their top players on their big board, then that might be a possibility. Real talk. Cause just like we said, we like Ferg, we like Hendershot. But would they stop you from drafting a player you feel like that is Kelsey or you know what I'm saying? Somebody like that. I don't think they'll say, no, we got Ferg, we got him. I think they'll be like, hey, we finna draft this new Kelsey. You know what I'm saying? What you think, Hen?
It would also depend on the other positions available, right? Because there's no way that if somebody like Jordan Addison is on the board, who is one of the best wide receivers in the draft, or Jalen Hyatt is available, right? I think they value the wide receivers position over the tight end position. So, that will be something they would do because, you need multiple wide receivers anyway. Right. So, it also would depend on who is the best available player. If you have the choice between the best available player on the board, regardless of position, you do it. But I do think like position also is going to play, a part in their decision. Because if the best tight end is on the board and one of the best wide receivers is on the board, odds are, especially with the offensive scheme we're going to go to, they're going to probably get the wide receiver, right?
Facts. That's what I was saying. Like, that's something to consider, though. When you think about it, I really think, like, it just depends on how the draft board fall, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick, what's up with you, Double R? I appreciate you for tapping in with me, man.
Yeah. I really think it matters, like, okay, because we have all positions of need. Once we get to that area in the evaluation, we need to decide on, okay, who's the best player. That's the only thing you can do. If you find yourself in a situation where Joey Porter Jr. is there, when you find yourself in a situation where Jordan Addison is there some kind of way, and Bijan and the best guard you got just in a fantasy land, you know what I'm saying? If all these players fall to you and you just like, wow, you know what I'm saying? You got to think about it in the dream world here. Okay, if you just find yourself in fantasy land and all these players just here for you, you'll have to go down to like, who is the best player? You'll have to erase the need in your head. You'll have to erase, you know what I'm saying? You'll have to erase all the other stuff and say, who is the best player, regardless of position? So that'll be a discussion. That all depends on the preferences of the Cowboys. That's hard to predict. You know what I'm saying? We can have our own opinions, but the Cowboys, they might think differently on some of these players. So I feel like if you find yourself in a position where you got Bijan, Joey Porter, Jordan Addison, and the guard from Florida, let's take a vote. Let's take a vote. Who would y'all get? You know what I'm saying? In a dream scenario in the draft, because this is going to be preference at this point, because they probably some of the best talents at their positions, at their respective positions. That's who it's going to be. So who would y'all do? Let's take a vote. We're going to put a little timer down. We got, a minute time, I say a minute timer. Because sometimes they don't want to participate. The crowd don't be want to participate. So we're going to do a minute timer. Everybody pick out of Jordan Addison, Joey Porter, Bijan, and the Osiris, I think, the guard from Florida. If you got all four of them right there, who you picking? Because that come down to preference. Shout out to Matt Fries with a $5 super chat. He says, definitely need wide receiver and free agents. CD need help. Gallup has an injured bug a lot lately. Let him rest up, get right for next season. Sign wide receiver, please. Absolutely. Okay, we got 24 seconds now. We need some crowd participation. Let me know now who y'all want. If you got all four of those players, you got Porter, you got Addison, and you got Bijan, and you got the guard out of Florida. Who y'all want? We got We got, I say 10 seconds. I give you 5 more seconds.
Charlene Evans, what's up with you? Mr. Kima says the guard for Florida needs somebody strong next to Tyler Smith. You know what? That's going to be a perfect segue after we answer this. So.
Shout out to Marcus Hardiston in the building. What's happening, sir? We trapping, sir.
Trap.
What's happening with you?
Trap.
He says use free agents to sign for need. Use the draft to bring in best player available. Salute to my guys, Henny the Great and Landlord from Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, sir. I appreciate you, sir. Hey, they be killing me with the Landlord from everywhere. I called in on Sky Show today. They said I'm Landlord from outer space. Somebody said I was Landlord from Waffle House. And look, shout out to A-to-Z Sports Dallas, man. Hey, somebody said, man, I don't know what it is. Before I seen the Waffle House come in, I thought this was just random and it was hilarious. Somebody was like, man, it look like Landlord can make some good hash browns. I'm like, what the Well, it don't be nothing funnier than the comments, bro. I promise you. The comments will have you crying laugh. But yeah, they was saying I sounded like I was in the Waffle House. My phones was static and messing up a little bit. But yeah, y'all hilarious, man. Y'all hilarious. Landlord from Albany. What?
Hey, real quick, they dropped the official coaching staff designation for the Dallas Cowboys, right?
Okay.
For 2023.
If you want to send it, can you send it to me and I can put it on the screen for you?
Hold on, let me see if I can save this real quick.
Might be able to pull it up on the screen, but yes, sir.
All right, give me 2 seconds.
Hold on. Let me see. Okay. DC for Life said Gallup going to be back to Gallup this season. DC for Life. I hope so. We can answer questions while we wait. I retweeted.
I retweeted and tagged you in it on Twitter, so you can go and download it from there.
I bet. Let me see. But yeah, man, I hope so. I just don't want to. I don't want to depend on that, man. Expound on some of these questions real quick, here.
All right. Well, shit. What's the question say? You know, I can.
Oh, you can't see him. Hold on.
I'm on mine, so let me. Okay. Jump on. Yeah, I can't see your.
I'm gonna pull them up on the screen. You watching on YouTube, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm watching on YouTube. Pull them up on the screen. I'll answer.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, let's see. Gallup going to be back to Gallup next season. Well, we will hope so, but like Gallup hasn't been Gallup in the last 2 seasons because he was hurt majority of 2021, and he was hurt the first part of 2022 and never got back up to his original self. So the Michael Gallup you're thinking about, you haven't seen since 2020.
Facts.
So I can't trust that. So he hasn't been healthy in 2 seasons. I need to be moving forward thinking that he won't be healthy this year. Right? Because, he might start the season healthy, but, I don't know how his body's going to hold up. And I need proven production. Right? It was pretty much CeeDee Lamb or bust last season. I don't want to put my star receiver in that situation, nor do I want to put my quarterback in that situation.
DC for Life. We just trying to. We don't want you to fall for the false hope, though. You know what I'm saying? We believe in Gallup, but we don't want to go in just solely depending on him. You know what I'm saying? That's the only difference.
Right. And you need to have a setup for Michael Gallup to succeed. Right. If you don't think he's going to be 100% to start the season, because remember, he did have another procedure this off season. You need to take some stuff off his plate to start the season. Get you another young dynamic receiver in there, and you can have Michael Gallup as your third receiver. But right now, not fully healthy, he does not need to be your second receiver if he can't start the season healthy.
Facts.
And he said, and Eli also brought up a good point. If Michael Gallup does not produce this season, then the out in his contract is in 2024. So Michael Gallup really has to show up this season, or he will not be a Dallas Cowboy to start the 2024 season.
Okay, we got the list up. It says Dallas Cowboys announced 2023 coaching staff. How y'all feeling about these coaches now? We got a whole new regime going on. You got somebody that stand out to you, Hen?
Well, I saw that he became the running back coach, right? The kid right there.
Y'all let me know if I need to make it bigger, if y'all can't see it.
So Jeff Blasco is going to be the running back coach, but what also caught my eye, he's also the run game coordinator, right? Which is not a position that I think that we had the previous years. We did not have a guy that was a run game coordinator. So I like that in of itself, because Mike McCarthy is a very pass happy coach in of itself, right? He runs a West Coast style offense. He likes to swing the ball around the yard, but Mike McCarthy, he has been trying to put an emphasis on the run game, and he put somebody in position to help him with that.
Yeah. See, one of them that stand out to me is Scott Tolzien. I talked about him a little bit yesterday, but I think it's an indicator that they going all in on Mike McCarthy. They letting Mike McCarthy do what he do. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's big, because I feel like that Jerry's relinquishing a little bit of his power and letting Mike McCarthy be Mike McCarthy. I think that's good for this team. Now you won't have this tug of war battle and philosophies going on in the front office like Kellen Moore had with Mike McCarthy. You know what I'm saying? Now everybody is moving on the same accord. Everybody is seeing eye to eye on this whole philosophy for this whole team. Like, if you got problems in the micro, the macro won't be as great. You know what I'm saying? If the whole picture, you know what I'm saying? If the people in the picture ain't doing right, the whole picture won't be right. You understand? So I'm just glad that we got everybody on the same page now. That's the biggest part. Like, and then think about it. A business won't operate properly or to its highest potential if the people that's controlling it not on the same page.
Right, and I agree with that wholeheartedly. I do disagree with the Tolzien pick, with a caveat. Right, the reason I don't like it is because he has no coaching experience. Right,
yeah.
He was never a quarterback's coach before. He just started his coaching career in 2019. He was an analyst with Wisconsin. He came over here. He followed Mike McCarthy here. He was Mike McCarthy's backup quarterback in Green Bay at one point. So, they have a good relationship and a good rapport. And, that's how he ended up on the coaching staff. Because of what happened with Kellen Moore, I don't really like guys having on-job training here in Dallas because it didn't pan out the last time. However, the way, I put it like this, though. The way that Schottenheimer is the offensive coordinator in name only, because Mike McCarthy is the one calling the plays. If Tolzien is the quarterback's coach in name only, and Mike McCarthy is going to be the main guy spending time trying to help develop Dak Prescott, then I'm fine with it. If he's just going to be a guy to assist Mike McCarthy in the day-to-day activities of developing one, Rain Dakota Prescott, I'm fine with that. Right, yeah. Because Mike McCarthy has a good track record. He was Joe Montana's quarterback's coach.
He was a quarterback whisperer before they tried to sell his name.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
That's what he was considered as. He was considered a guy. Because listen, what was the boy in San Francisco?
Talking about Steve Young.
Not Steve Young. It was
Joe Montana.
No, we named the good guys. It was average
dude.
Garcia.
Oh, Jeff Garcia. Yeah.
He got Garcia to being a decent quarterback, right? So like he has a good track record with these guys. Like when he's with these guys, they have good seasons. They put up good numbers. They usually win championships. And we look at Aaron Rodgers. Like Aaron Rodgers was not the guy that he is now before Mike McCarthy got his hands on him. Hey, Dwayne Brown, what's up with you, man? Got you on iPad and landlord on the phone.
That's what's happening.
My guy out here working. He trapping for real.
That's great. That's great support over here in the trap, sir. We appreciate you, sir. Trap. Y'all know we just trying to grow this thing on out, man. So don't forget to hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. If you a MVP, if you a GOAT in this thing, go make sure you hit the like and share on both channels, man. We'll really appreciate it. But yeah, man, I'm kind of what the main thing. Like I said, I'm more happy and excited about the macro, the bigger version, the whole. I'm not too concerned about the individuals like that. I think the whole gonna benefit the most. You know what I'm saying? Cause the little nuances in the details in each position group. You know what I'm saying? I can't just break all of that down. But I know that if everybody on the same page, that's gonna work out better for us. You know what I'm saying? And they clearly wasn't last year. Because like they said, they had philosophical differences. And we ain't gotta deal with that no more as long as Mr. Kellen Moore out the door. You understand? So Now I guess we could talk about one of the tough conversations. You know what I'm saying? What we was talking about, Mr. Tyron Smith, man. Good grief. I've been hearing things, Mr. Hen. Let us know what's going on, sir.
So it was being reported, man, and I like to try and get these, these quotes right. So let me see if I can find the guy that reported it, so I can give him his credit for saying what he said.
Yeah.
All right.
They've been hearing rumbles about Mr. Tyron. I tell y'all how I feel about it, but
John Machota.
Oh,
right?
Okay.
John Machota, who is a Cowboys reporter. He reported that we might have seen the last snap of Tyron Smith in the Dallas Cowboys uniform.
That's tough.
It's tough, but I do understand the thought process, right? Because when Tyron Smith is healthy, he still plays like a damn good tackle, right? He's still a very serviceable tackle. You can trust him. The problem is Tyron Smith is never healthy, right?
True.
So in the last 3 seasons, he's only played 17 games. So there was 50 games he was eligible to play. The last 3 seasons, he's played 17 of them. So he's missed 37 games.
Good
right?
grief, that's a lot of games.
It's a lot of games.
That's a lot of games.
It's a lot of games. And, he only played 3 regular season games this year. He only played like 10 the year before. He played 2 the year before. So he ain't really played a lot of games. He ain't played a lot of football. So, I love Tyron Smith. He is a clear-cut Hall of Famer in my opinion. But,
First ballot. I'm not taking nothing less.
I can't trust him.
Yeah.
Right. In a relationship, if you ain't got trust, you ain't got nothing. Right. That's the key to every relationship is trust.
Yeah.
I cannot trust Tyron Smith to remain in this relationship with him.
Facts.
Right.
Facts.
He's not there for me when I need him.
You can't depend on him. Good grief. Okay. All right. I ain't got no pushback for you, but I do want to make my piece about it. Like, okay, how much this line was like in shambles, in my opinion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't think we have the luxury to be letting Hall of Famers go. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. Even if he only there for half the time. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. Like, you still probably more than likely gonna have an injury, right? You're going to have an injury on the line more than likely. It's 5 people. That's a high chance that you're going to have an injury. You know what I'm saying? And even if Tyron ain't going to serve for every position, he still might make it smarter or, you know what I'm saying, easier transition for when you need a substitute. You see what I'm saying? So you probably ain't going to want to pay him what the cap hit going to be for sure. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, one more thing. Yeah, he probably ain't. But one more thing, then we can let it go. I think when it comes to Tyron, we did put him out of position too, y'all. That's what I don't like. We played him out of position. I want to see him at left tackle before I let him go. You know what I'm saying?
That is not the issue. I agree he should have played left tackle. My issue is he played 3 games.
Availability is the best ability, though. So you're right. You're right.
So why the hell? Listen, that's not even fair to Tyler Smith, right?
True.
So like Tyler Smith been playing 14 games at left tackle, played pretty decently, right? Trying to develop and learn, and why would I then at the end of the season put Tyron Smith back at left tackle? And this man been playing there for 14 games.
That's all facts.
It's not fair to him. And you know what? I like Tyron Smith, but if you're just gonna give me 3 games, you gonna play wherever the hell I put you at.
Yeah.
If I want you to play center, I want you to put your hand in the dirt, hike that motherfucker.
He said what he said, right? Yeah, I feel you though, man. Like, okay, when you said that, you made me think about Mr. Zach. Like, we love Zach, but I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. When we needed a tackle, bro, I was kind of mad at Zach. I'm like, bro, if you a good tackle, bro, we need you, sir. I'm sorry. Bro, we might need your services, sir.
I want you to remember something. The last time that they moved him to tackle, he got hurt playing out of position, and he told them that
okay.
And he told them they can kiss his ass. He's going to play guard.
Okay,
and
now that's understandable. That's understandable. Shout out to Common Sense Lab with the $5 super chat. He says, like I told Boss Cowboy, we need to hit on free agent we bring in the off season. That way, the ones we get during the season will take us over the top. Sign B Wags. Absolutely, sir. That's I like that. I like that. Yeah. We need to hit on the players that we get in the off season, and then when we go into season, we won't be getting players who we trying to depend on. We'll be just getting players to like fill those little voids that might, might come about. So yeah, I like that ideology, and we definitely need to sign Bobby Wagner. Yeah.
And listen, Tyron Smith at this point in his career is like an inconsistent daddy. Right?
He said he was gonna pick you up. He said
he was to come pick up the kids. He was to come pick up the kids after school. He done missed a couple birthdays. But he pop in on Christmas with the PS5 and it's cool for a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Shout out to Matt Fry with another $2 super chat. He said, keep Tyron Smith. We need big boys. That's me. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I just think like if you look at the whole again, the whole unit of the offensive line, and you judge how they played, I just don't think we in a position to be letting players go. If he's not old Tyron, he's at least still a pretty damn good left tackle, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? He's just an okay right tackle, look like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want it to be Trent Williams. We let Tyron Smith go, but I think he said he don't want to play for nobody else. But just imagine if we let Tyron Smith go and he go over there to Kansas City or something. You know what I'm saying? Be an all-pro for 5 more years and win Super Bowls. Like, I'd be pissed off.
I mean, has he done that for you over the past 3 seasons? Or has he only played 17 games? Has he only played double-digit games one time in the past 2 seasons?
But look, though, we just gave the Cowboys props for keeping people healthy, though. So maybe we can keep him healthy.
Listen, hold on. And that's my pushback. He is already on the damn team with the best medical staff. If they can't keep him healthy, what the hell? If they can't keep this man healthy, what the hell else anybody else gonna do?
Can't nobody do nothing.
No, if we can't keep him healthy, nobody can keep him healthy. It's over with.
Look at Lisa Harris said over here in the Cap House. That's crazy. But you had to calm down, didn't you? You had to calm down, didn't you? Because I'm pretty sure the Texans don't have many content creators, do they, sir? You want to know why? Because nobody cares about them, and we are America's team, sir. That's why.
We are America's team. The most watched. The most
That's why.
Y'all don't like us, but y'all tuning in every Sunday.
You tuning in every Sunday. Even when you don't come in, you still tuning in. But we appreciate the haters, man. What Miss Gina L. Chase said. Gina L. Chase said yesterday, hold on, she said haters mean, hold up. What she said? Having anger. Hold up. Having anger towards everybody. Well, she said having anger towards everybody having success or something like that. It was dope. I got to go back and get it. But, hey, we love the haters over here in the trap, sir. We do. Trap. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. And we know the Cowboys is the most popping franchise there is. So, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I think this Tyron Smith discussion is pretty good, though, man, because, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro.
Listen, go sign somebody else that can at least play 15 games, right? They don't listen. Like we've been saying, availability is the best ability.
Can't deny that.
You save $10 million getting Tyron Smith out of here. Just go use that on the actual right tackle. If you're gonna let Tyler Smith stay at left tackle, and you already seen that Tyron Smith is not going to work out at right tackle, figure something else out.
If you let Tyron go, you better be spending one of these top picks on a tackle, in my opinion.
Or a guard.
You better be trying to go replace him with a young stud. That's the only way. There you go, DP. Having anger towards everyone reaching success. Hey, Miss Gina came with a bomb yesterday. She came with a bomb yesterday, sir. That's all them haters mean, man. That's a big fact right there. But yeah, man, you best to be trying to replace that guy with a young stud in this draft. Know what I'm saying? And like that's what the conversation I asked you too. Do you think, okay, chat box, we need to vote on this too. Okay, if you sitting there and you got the best tackle on your big board available to you and you got the best guard on your big board available to you, which one of those you pick, chat box? Because this right here, I think it's still a debate on what Tyler Smith gonna be in the long run. We don't know if he gonna be a legitimate left tackle or a left guard just yet. Know what I'm saying? I don't like the way they flip-flopped him because, you know, young players, you might need to let them grow and become before you start adding all this other stuff to them. So what y'all think?
All right, here's a list of names that are available right off the top. Orlando Brown is a free agent. Just won a Super Bowl with the Kansas City Chiefs. Jawan Taylor, who was also a tackle, is a free agent. Started for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's keep going. Let's see who else is on here.
Make sure y'all get them votes in for me, man. We need a little engagement. Would y'all want the best tackle or the best guard? Because I'm not sure exactly how the Cowboys view Tyler Smith just yet. Go ahead, Ham.
Nah, then there's a tackle, Mike McGlinchey, started for the San Francisco 49ers. Right, so there are guys who are going to be free agents. I don't know if they can get read up by the other team, but there are options, outside of Tyron Smith. And remember, at this point, we're not talking about a skill set. We're talking about him not ever being on the damn field.
You saying somebody who can depend on? No, yeah. Ones you can depend on, friends.
How many of us have?
That you trying to get a friend in the building. I feel you, man. So okay, let me see what the results was. I don't know if I got many participants, but it's all good. And I forgot to say, man, ain't no damn credit on no Friday. Y'all forgot to let me know. It's a Friday today, sir. Let me see. When you be working, you don't even know what day it is. Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying. I just keep my head down and work, and then I be surprised what day it is. Okay, let me see. Most people saying it's kind of a mixed bag. I see tackle, guard, tackle, best guard, tackle. DP says at this point I'm taking guard. Tyler can also play it, but I'd rather have another as insurance for Zach long term. That's a good. I like that. Yeah, cause I think Zach got about 2 more years, y'all, and he's excellent. But you know what I'm saying? I think he got about 2 more years of high quality football. That's just my opinion. Cause I seen a slight drop off though. Let me see, cause you hardly ever seen Zach losing reps. This man used to be so great, but even him falling from grace is still like the best tackle in football. Guard in football. Like that's how great he is. You know what I'm saying? He's so great. If he get down a couple notches, he's still one of the top 2 guards in football. Like that man had a phenomenal career. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was first team All Pro this year, man.
Yeah. He's like that.
Been first team All Pro the past 2 seasons.
Yeah, he's like that.
Would have been first team All Pro in 2020, but I remember I told you they tried to play him at tackle and he missed 6 games.
Bryce, I ain't gonna lie to you, East Side. D'Amico, he's a hometown kid. He from my city, so we hope we got high hopes for D'Amico. We proud of him. And Bryce is my Bama kid, so I ain't gonna lie. I felt better about y'all drafting Bryce Young after y'all got D'Amico. If y'all didn't make a good coaching decision, I would have been like, please don't draft Bryce. So I ain't gonna hate on you, East Side. I ain't no hater like you though, sir. You know what I'm saying?
He said Tulsa's the best tackle. I think that right now you got to give it to the boy for the 49ers. You got to give it to the big nasty over there.
Yeah. Talking about Trent Williams. Yeah.
Yes, Trent Williams is by far the best tackle in football right now.
Yeah.
Tunsil's,
And look,
Tunsil's up there though. He a dog. I would want Tunsil.
That's why I said I'm so scared of Tyron though. Cause Washington got rid of Trent Williams. Like, hey, he got a tumor. He got a tumor. He had a tumor though. He had to miss something, didn't it? Or it was in the off season.
Let me see. I'll go
He
back
had like a brain tumor or something. Shout out to Matt Fry with another $5 super chat. We appreciate you in the trap, sir.
Trap.
He said, sign cheap tackle, save few bucks, and draft guard. I want a gangster offensive line help run the ball like we did in 2016 too. Yeah, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was skill position, but I think after we watched that O-line tape with Zeke, I think an O-lineman will help us drastically too, though. You know what I'm saying? It'll help Dak and Zeke slash the run game.
Trent Williams has never played less than 10 games in a season in his career.
But he missed games, though. That's what we were saying.
Did he miss 14 games? He missed 14 games?
Nah, he ain't missed 14. Said landlord wasn't Zach drafted as
what Tyron Smith just did.
Was Zach? That's a good question. Because he played tackle in college. I think he went straight to guard over here, though. They probably drafted him as a tackle, but they knew they was going to put him at guard. I don't think he ever played tackle outside of, like, emergency help with the Cowboys. I could be wrong. But I remember when Tyron first got here. Yeah. I remember when Tyron first got here, we had him at right tackle, and it didn't look so great. You know what I'm saying? So, what you are when you come in the league and what you become are two different things. So that's one thing I want y'all to understand too when we evaluating these draft picks as well. Like, what they are right now are not who they're going to be down the line. They could get better. Development doesn't stop in the league. You know what I'm saying?
So remember, Tyler Smith was projected to be our starting left guard, not left tackle. He ended up being left tackle because of Tyron Smith's inability to be healthy.
Red said, Trent missed a lot of games because Washington content creators complained about a lot of it for the last 2 years. Yeah, I know.
I'm looking at it right now. So he couldn't have missed that many damn games if he never missed more than 10. Like, he played 10 games at least every season of his career. I'm looking at it right now in front of me. It's in black and white.
I ain't gonna lie, DP. Well, let's go look like he got the footwork. It's just about, like, he got the bulk, the hard to be able to handle some power, some bull rushes and stuff like that. But I like his skill set though. I like the skill set coming out. He got footwork, like he got some clean footwork. You know what I'm saying? And some great size. And if he can learn how to use that length, you know what I'm saying? Learn how to punch with them long arms, and you know when you got that reach advantage, it's hard to beat that. You know what I'm saying? Especially as a tackle. So I feel like he got the footwork for a tackle and the length. It's all about the strength. Do he have the strength to deal with these bull rushes coming off that edge? That's all. That's the only question about him. And now it's going into year 2, and now he can, you know what I'm saying, bulk up in this offseason with this NFL program. So I ain't gonna lie, I think Waletzko might be he could be like one of them Terrence Steele type guys. Like, real talk. He got the same kind of frame. He got the same kind of frame.
All right, so let's see. Yeah, because back to old buddy. It's like the fewest games he ever played in the season. Like I said, 2011 he only played 10. 2017 he only played 10. Everything else 16, 16, 15, 14, 12, 13, 14, 15, 14.
Drop your cash app in the chat here.
Oh, it's already in the chat. Let me go ahead and post it again.
What's happening with your JC Cowboys Network? What's happening, sir?
Trap.
We got a content creator in the building. Shout out to Chris Hegan
yes,
over there on Facebook. I
am Gary Aaron. That is my government name. Gary Aaron is my government name.
Oh, you better than me. You giving out the government. You must not never been nefarious, sir. You ain't never been nefarious. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up.
I ain't been that nefarious.
Y'all know I'm silly, man. So he ain't never been nefarious. He can give out that government. Matt said, he talking to JC. But yeah, man, so Yeah, I think that was the best question we can come with. Like, which one of those players would you want? Like, would you want a guard or a tackle? And I'm still confused because, okay, let me see. I ain't get mine. Did you get your opinion on it? I know we asked the chat. I don't think we gave our opinions on it yet. Huh?
Oh, let's see. On what?
On should we draft the best guard or the best tackle?
You know, this really is. I'm really confused on that myself, to be honest.
Yeah, because it's hard. Just give your opinion, because we don't know how to. We literally don't know if the Cowboys value him more as a tackle or a guard. We don't know.
Right, and honestly, you know, because of the, of the value of the left tackle position, I would say if the best left tackle is available, you get the best left tackle, right?
Look at him always talk about some numbers, man. See, that's why you in the trap with us, sir. You talking them numbers, sir. That's why you in. That's a great point. That's a great point. Cause you gonna have to pay a left tackle some. They get some of the biggest money in sports. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a great point.
The reason that you pay left tackles $20+ million is because they have $20+ million pass rushers. You got guys who out here live to just rush the passer and put the quarterback on the ground. So, you have to have the strong, athletic, fast left tackle. And, those guys don't grow on trees, right? That's why Tyron Smith, even when he was breaking down started back years ago, they stayed with him because of the value of the left tackle position. So, you got to go out there. And if the left tackle is there, if there's somebody that can be the next Tyron Smith, you got to get him. Right, Tyler Smith has shown his position flex already to the Dallas Cowboys, so he was very good at left guard, and he was decent at left tackle. So in that aspect of itself, you can go out and move him back to left guard. He's a great guard in terms of athleticism and run blocking, getting downfield to the second level. So it's perfect. It would be perfect putting a highly ranked left tackle right beside him, and they can just go there and maul boys, right, like rabid dogs. So, now that y'all actually say it out loud, I think it makes more sense to get the best available left tackle.
Yeah, so I think that was the best point you can make when you said about the money, because you don't want.
Hold on 1 second. I don't mean to even cut you off, but Ephraim Brown, I appreciate you for the donation, man. I appreciate the love and support, brother. Thank you.
That was up, man. We need y'all support though. We appreciate it. Micah A said, do they do DoorDash deliveries in the trap landlord? Yeah, they do, but they don't do no pizza deliveries. You know what I'm saying? The DoorDash people are a little nefarious. They don't care. They trying to get it. Them pizza delivery people, they're a little sadistic. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to come to the trap. You know what I'm saying? They gotta come with the Glock.
DoorDash be to ate some of the food, drop some of the drink, and drop it off.
Yeah, DoorDash gonna have you sick. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we appreciate all the support too, man. Make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. But man, when it came to my opinion on it, I think, like you said, when it comes to the premier money that you'll have to pay a left tackle, I might go young and just kick that can down the road as long as I can. You know what I'm saying? And utilize all the money I would have been paying a premier left tackle on building my team better. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I feel like that'll be a great way to look at it here. I'm with you.
And the Dallas Cowboys have not really missed on too many first round picks outside of Taco Charlton, right? You can't say they missed on LVE because he made an All Pro team and has been a starter in the league for you since he got here.
True.
Right. So outside of Taco Charlton, you can't really go out there and list a bunch of first round picks that didn't pan out. You got everything you humanly possibly could get out of Ezekiel Elliott. Made all these All Pro teams, led the league in rushing in 2016. He was phenomenal for you. 2017, that might have been the Taco Charlton pick, right?
Yeah.
All right, 2018, you got Leighton Vander Esch, right? Who was our first round pick in 2019?
Then it came out and said that Will wanted TJ Watt over Taco Charlton. They said Will McClay wanted TJ Watt. Yeah, it came out. Yeah, he wanted TJ Watt, and they was trying to rob Marinelli, or however you said. I'm sorry, but he wanted Taco for scheme. He was picking scheme over the skill set of the player. That's what really screwed us, in my opinion.
I'm looking at 2019. We didn't have a first round pick because we traded it for Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
Right. So you can consider Amari Cooper our first round pick in 2019.
He was a successful first round pick, and we just screwed it and gave him away for no reason, for no good reason, unfortunately.
Look at 2020. CeeDee Lamb was our first round pick. That looked like a damn good pick, right?
Yeah.
2021, Michael Parsons was a damn good pick right in the first round. So we haven't really missed on a lot of first round picks. So if we were to draft a true left tackle in the first round, like 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be a for sure thing. Because all our other ones have been. You should trust me with McClay at this point with how well he's been. Yeah, Tristan Hill would technically have been our first pick in 2019, but he was a second round pick.
Yeah. So, the Cowboys don't miss on these picks. Mr. Will McClay won Trap of the Year 4 times in a row, sir. You give him a little, and he make it a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's why I would love to see him with a urgency. You know what I'm saying? With the desperation to make something happen, like, immediately. We ain't seen that. We always give Will McClay the scare to do something in the long run, be good later on. I want to see Will McClay in panic mode almost. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, let's go upgrade this team. I want to see what Will McClay would do with a legit budget, man. I think we'll go crazy.
Look, let me ask you a question. This is going to be out of left field. Is there any player currently playing in the National Football League you would give up the number 26 pick for?
You talking about any player? Or you talking about a player that's on our team? I mean, that's a player that we a position of need, like
any player you will give up to any player.
26 pick.
No,
shit, I give it up for a premier wide receiver.
Put a name on it. So would you give up the number 26 pick for Stephon Diggs because his brother been campaigning for him?
Hell yeah, for sure. Hell yeah. Look, you ain't gonna get your 26 pick wide receiver wouldn't be a Stephon Diggs. He would not be.
Not year one anyway.
No, he wouldn't. Shout out to Matt Fryer with a $5 super chat. I missed it. I'm sorry, sir. He says, I'm fine. Draft a tackle or a guard. Just wanted a gangster offensive line like West Coast say. Run the damn ball. Good points here in the landlord. We appreciate you, sir. We really do. Thank you. Shout out to Dwayne Brown with the $10 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. He says, you guys keep up the great content, headed back to work, but had to support both of you. Man, we appreciate you in the trap, sir. We really do. Thank you, sir. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, Hoodlum, I'm a big Judy guy. But I probably do it for Judy. Like, it'll be a debate now. But I don't know.
I know it's gonna be a debate because I'm listen.
You went there with it.
They can have my second round pick.
Bro, look.
I ain't giving number 26 for Judy. Judy ain't never had a 1,000-yard season in the league. He don't demand that.
Look who he been with. That's the only reason you can debate it because of his production though. Like that's the only reason you wouldn't do it.
I'm saying because he has not. I'm saying listen to me. I'm not saying he's not a good talent. I'm saying because he hasn't produced, I'm going to lowball these.
See, I'm with you on that.
The art of negotiation.
I
don't think he'll get with Dak Prescott and go crazy. But I need to try and double dip. Let me keep my first round pick. I'm gonna haggle with you, try to get you third. You don't take the third, we can do a second.
We trying to finesse, sir. We trying to finesse in the trap now.
We trying to finesse off the top.
So look, one thing I will say, I think you'll get first round pick value for Judy though. Swear to God, I promise you. Look, Judy has not had a quarterback his whole time in Denver, sir. Judy had Russell Wilson last year, and he proved to be absolutely trash.
You trash.
So, come on now, bro. If you give Jerry Judy, man, if you bring Man, I'm telling y'all gonna have me preaching in here, bro. Give that man the opportunity to be on the Cowboys with a real quarterback, and then you already got a number one. What Jerry Judy gonna cook? I'm telling y'all, bro. I seen every single game this man played in college. I know what he is. Screw what the NFL did, because he ain't had no quarterback. I know what kind of player he is.
And hey, if you look at his production, right? He's still right now. You would say he's better than Michael Gallup the last 3 seasons, right?
And without no quarterback.
856 yards, 3 touchdowns, 467 yards, but he missed 6 games, right? 972 yards this season, and he only started 14 games. So like I can work with that.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Sometimes I know, far as finances go, it would not be a smart move to spend a first round draft pick on Judy. I know that, but I'm telling you, I got real vision. I know exactly what he is, though. You know what I'm saying? I know he's going to be a very productive wide receiver, especially in a number 2 role. Like, look, y'all, I told y'all, I might look crazy right now. I just got to confess. Because I wasn't doing content yet. But look at this. No lie, I look dead wrong right now. I wanted Judy over Lamb back in the draft. No lie, I swear to God I did. I'm a Bama fan, though. So you got to look. I might have just a tad bit of Bama bias in me. But no lie, when it came to drafting wide receiver, I was like, man, I want Judy. I wanted my guy. So right now it looks dead wrong. So I give y'all that. That take looks trash right now. But I'm telling you right now, Judy is like that, bro. Judy is like that.
I mean, listen, I believe you because like I said, it all like scheme matters. Who's throwing the wide receiver the ball matters. So I understand your standpoint.
Yeah.
I would love to have him because he's a great route runner. He's explosive.
Excellent route runner.
I would get him because that's the kind of wide receiver that works real well with Dak Prescott. He likes to throw the ball with anticipation. He likes to get the ball out of his hand, and he likes knowing that his guy's going to be where his guy's supposed to be. That's why it worked out with Amari Cooper, who was also a very good route technician.
I look at him like a young Coop. No lie, as far as footwork go, if you think I'm crazy, go watch Jerry Judy footwork. That man footwork is insane. He is crazy off the ball. Like, his releases are ridiculous. Y'all know wide receiver is something I do. Like, take my word for it. If you don't want to, go look at the film. This boy releases is ridiculous. His route running is crazy. And he's still a super young player that hasn't had real quarterback play and been on a trash team, trash offense. I'm telling you, I'm going to stand on the table for my Bama guy. I'm sorry. I know what he is.
DP agrees with you, though. DP said he give him the second floor.
Now look, that was one of my biggest diss knocks on Jalen Hurts at first, because I knew exactly what Devontae Smith was, but he wasn't getting him the ball. That's why I was like, man, Jalen Hurts is terrible. I know how good Devontae Smith is. You know what I'm saying? The league just found out later last year. You know what I'm saying? That boy can play. And once I see him, like, bro, Jalen Hurts can't get him the ball. Oh, it's Jalen Hurts all day. Bro, Devontae Smith dominated in college. Dominated. It wasn't even close. You remember he
won Heisman.
Look, this boy had like premier stars coming on his game. They was like, man, you don't remember that in the national championship? They was like, man, Devontae Smith is dominating. They was like, man, Slim Reaper. That boy was a fool in college. So when he came to the Eagles and everybody talking about like, oh, he's not doing it, he's not living up to the hype. I'm like, bro, that's Jalen. I knew that off the bat because I know what kind of player he is, bro. Trust me when I say I'm wide receiver guy. Know what I'm saying? If I'm any kind of guy in this community, I'm wide receiver guy. I know that position, bro. I know it well. That boy can play. So once Devontae Smith started producing, that's what let me be like, oh, okay, Jalen okay. You know what I'm saying? Jalen okay. Because he started actually getting on the ball. I was like, okay, Jalen ain't as bad as I thought he was.
Yeah, and look, Devontae Smith is a dog, man. Like, a lot of people were down. They were down about him because of his size. He's a skinny dude, but man, like, dude was so explosive, run like a 4.3, excellent route runner. Like, I seen the boy, so I know exactly what you're saying, man.
That boy nice.
So, I wanted him in Dallas, in the first round. right? But we did the right thing. We got Michael Parsons that same draft, so I
Facts.
can't say that we missed out.
Facts.
So it was a win. It was a win for us. But like I seen his skill set. I wouldn't have mind having him and pairing him with CD Lamb. But yeah, I completely agree. I completely agree with you though, man. Because he's different. I like Jerry Jeudy too. And if we traded away our second round, if they were willing to accept our second round pick or our third round pick, right, that would open up so many options for us, to go out and draft. We could go out there. Our offense already set at that point, right? We got CeeDee Lamb, Jerry Jeudy, and then we can draft another wide receiver in the third round, to be the fourth round, fifth round to fill in for that fourth receiver role.
Listen here. If we get Jerry Jeudy for a second round pick, sir, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be running to the bank. I'm telling you right now. Because, look, this one thing I do want the Cowboy fans to stop doing. We are an excellent draft team. We know that, right? But think about this. It's still a possibility that we don't hit on some of these picks, man. The possibility is small because we so great. You know what I'm saying? But it's still a possibility. So you mean to tell me it's a possibility that I can add a wide receiver of the caliber of Jeudy in my head, the caliber of Jeudy, for Kelvin Joseph. You know what I'm saying? That's a possibility too. But it also could be for who else? For Trayvon Diggs. So you know what I'm saying? It's iffy. So I get it.
Right. And listen, like the Broncos are, there's a possibility that Jerry Jeudy is available. There's also a possibility that one KJ Hamler, is possibly available for a trade this offseason as well.
Shout out to Matt Fry with a $2 super chat. He says, I like second pick for Jeudy. I like, he said, if you do first, win mine. Yeah, first will be the only thing. It'll be like, it'll hurt me, but I do it because I know what I'm going to get back from the player. But like, to the masses, it'll be hard for me to convince y'all to say give up a first for him. So I understand both perspectives, but I just know exactly what he going to do. And he going to ball. And Dak Prescott will absolutely love him. And it wouldn't take no time for them to jail at all. I'm telling you straight up. That boy gets separation easily.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's the kind of wide receiver Dak wants. We need a guy that can get 5 yards open, right? Because, we look at all the big plays that Jalen Hurts made down the field. These guys, 3 to 4 yards open down the field.
Yeah.
In the Super Bowl. We talk about Devontae Smith. He got 6 yards behind the damn defense. Dak Prescott ain't had that in years.
Yeah, shout out to Danielle Lamar because I believe you about the only person besides me that still like OBJ. I'm sorry. I think if OBJ is healthy, I say that. Bro, he could produce on this team. I don't care what nobody say. And especially if you make it incentive type deal. Give them a decent amount of money up front and making a incentive type deal. Man, sign me up, bro. Sign me up.
I would be down for Odell Beckham depending on what we would have to do to sign him, right? I'm not trying to sign Odell for $20 million though, right?
Nah.
I can't do that. That's what it was being reported that he would want. I don't know if it's true, right? Because they report a bunch of stuff. But
hold on. Stop the show. We got some foolishness going on in the chat.
What's going on?
Mr. Fumble Hurts. You already called Jalen Tolbert booty is for about 23,000 days in a row after this man just a rookie, and now you said you can get Dak, Randy Moss, Jerry Rice, Michael Irvin, and Dak will still be trash.
Now who said this foolishness? The Fumble Hurts.
I don't even know if I want to give you that much energy for that, so I'm sorry. I don't even know you don't even deserve that much energy for me today, Fumble Hurst. Try me again. Try me tomorrow. You might get it, but I ain't giving it to you today. I ain't giving it to you.
Hey, man, forget that. Pass Kim folks some of that Eagle Pack, man. We're still smoking on Eagles right now.
Hey, what'd he say?
Hey, yo, pass me a lighter. I'm trying to smoke me up.
We trying to smoke us up.
Hey, pass that man some of that Jalen Hurts. He'll be all right, man.
Yeah.
He is upset right now. Pass him to Jalen Hurts.
I'm going to let that go this time. I ain't trying to get worked up today.
Hey, if he ain't liking how the Jalen Hurts smoking, pass him some of that AJ Brown, man. He'll feel better.
Absolutely. DP Johnson says, if Odell is right, I want him. I think he would act a fool, but I can't pay more than MG13. Absolutely, man. I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm telling y'all. OBJ is like that. If he's healthy, I would say that. If he's healthy, he's like that. This man is electric. We seen, like, look, because, like, this is the argument I like. Because I know you might have a decent opinion on this, too. Because, like, people will say at the same time, you only as good as your last tape, but then they don't give you credit for your last tape. Let's challenge the logic here, because that's what we do in the trap, sir. I know you know by now. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do in the trap. We challenge logic. So, okay, if he's only good as his last tape, because that's what the argument they try to say about Dak. You know, he threw interception, so he's trash, Mr. Fumble Hurts. So, okay. OBJ was pretty darn spectacular on his last tape. So is it you only good as your last tape, or is it not? We gotta decide on how we gonna do this now, cause we can't keep going back and forth, sir. I'm not taking it. We're not accepting that. Donnell Lamar said, man, landlord, have me on your show one day. This football talk is what I do. I don't coach high school football for nothing. Hey, man, just let me know. We can definitely do it. I love them coaches, man. Y'all be having that insight. You know, I ain't never coached on no super high level. So, hey, I always take a back seat to the coaches and learn. Like, look, just because we content creators, don't think that we ain't learning. We still learn. You still supposed to learn every day.
Hold on. Shout out to Charlene Evans for the $100 donation. I
Good
appreciate
grief.
you. We're going to keep pushing.
Yes, sir, Miss Charlene. Don't play.
She don't know what she did. Hey, I'm taking this and I'm going to buy a microphone.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that, Miss Charlene. Hey, Miss Charlene don't play. We appreciate you, Miss Charlene. Real talk, because we need to support our guy, man, because, you know, he grinding just like us, and we appreciate that, Miss Charlene. Real talk. Real MVP, Miss Charlene. We appreciate you. She looked out for me when I went down up to the Senior Bowl, so Miss Charlene, a real MVP. We need to make sure you get you a wrench too, Miss Charlene. I don't know how you ain't got one already. But y'all, man.
I added one to her over here, so she is a moderator now on HTM Sports. We appreciate that love, auntie.
Let me go get you a wrench, though. Go on, get him something. She need a wrench right now, because we appreciate that.
Hey, expeditiously.
Yeah, she need a wrench right now for that. Yeah. Go ahead and give him something here.
Yeah, what were we talking about, though, man? We were just talking.
We were talking about adding OBJ at that point.
Man, listen, I'm down with it too, because you know my deal right now is I need to add a wide receiver that is explosive, right? I do not want what's the boy down there in New Orleans right now, Michael Thomas. I don't want a possession receiver. I don't want who was the boy that used to play with Odell Beckham in LSU? What was his name? Jarvis Landry. I don't want Jarvis Landry. I don't want Michael Thomas. I don't want anybody, you know, who is slow. We already had. All right, listen. We already had years and years of these 4, 6, 4, 5 guys on our team trying to make plays. That's why Dak Prescott, you know, has to complete all these you know, tight window throws because they're not getting a lot of separation.
Yeah.
Give me a guy who is at bare minimum 4.4, runs a 4.3 maybe, explosive out of the break. Give me somebody that can make plays down the field. Give me somebody that can, you know, turn a slant into a house call. Because that's what Odell Beckham used to do.
Man,
he did it against us when he played for the Giants.
Yeah, that boy a house call waiting to happen. Now we do got to take into account him being injured. And that being a question mark. But if I can get him in the building for a decent amount of money, I'm signing up. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like I said, I'm a wide receiver, bro. I can't help but like Odell Beckham. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude was electric. Even though he was the ops now. Even though we lighting up the ops now.
Hey, yo, pass me a lighter. I'm trying to smoke me out.
The boy was electric. You know what I'm saying? You can't take that away. You still a football fan first. You know what I'm saying? You still a football fan first. Shout out to Matt Fry with the $5 super chat. He said, "That's great. I'm happy for you, Hen. Give rents too. I love Cowboy Nation." I think she on your channel, so I couldn't find her on mine. So when I see her back on mine, Miss Charlene, you definitely gonna get a wrench over here, cause we appreciate you in the trap, man. Appreciate you supporting our guy, Mr. HTM. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, like I know how talented Odell Beckham is. You know what I'm saying? I really do. And I know exactly what he can add to this team. And if you think about all the stuff that Dak has done with this minimal talent that we got, like we don't have a lot of talent on this wide receiving core, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I like Michael Gallup, but if you take Michael Gallup for where he is, his last tape, like some of y'all say, if you take Michael Gallup for his last tape, it's not very impressive. So, like I said, if you put your defensive coordinator hat on, you know what I'm saying? If you put that hat on, who are the guys that you afraid of that you losing sleep from in this on this Dallas offense? Who are the guys you losing sleep on?
CeeDee Lamb. That's it. That's it.
And Tony.
Because
maybe Tony.
And you can't say Tony because they don't even throw in the ball. Like, most defensive coordinators in their mind, like, I can stop a running back.
Yeah.
For real.
We can load that box up.
Because they don't put them out. Listen, they don't do them like they do CMC. Because CMC will line up as a slot receiver and tear you up.
Facts.
So, like you can't even say Tony Pollard. You can't say Dalton Schultz because he's productive, but he's a tight end. Right, and he's not Travis Kelce or Kittle like people be pointing out. He's a productive tight end, but they're not game planning for Dalton Schultz.
Then one of the more attractive things about Odell is like all you got to do is sign him. You know what I'm saying? The other people we talking about, you got to actually go trade for them and give up capital and do this and do that. All you got to do is sign.
Then you got to sign them.
All you got to do is sign Odell, and that's an instant upgrade. Instant. Know what I'm saying? So that's why it's so attractive to me. That's why I always been one of the people saying, give me Odell, because I know my front office is cheap. I know Dollar Bill Jones.
Dollar Bill!
I know him.
Shut down!
You know what I'm saying?
Pay no country bum nothing! Nothing!
I know him, so I understand that that's the way he want to operate. So you mean to tell me all you got to do is pick up a pen and you can have Odell Beckham and instantly upgrade your wide receiving core? Sign me up. I don't care what you feel about the player. I'm talking about his production on the field. I'm talking about his ability that he can add to this offense. And it is undeniable. That's why I said when you look at these free agents, look and see if you trying to would you want to acquire this person. I forgot to shout out Coach Marv too, because we was in the middle of a thing. I spoke to there you go. Shout out to Coach Marv in the building, sir. I was in the middle of a point. I ain't want to forget it. But we appreciate you, Mr. Coach Ma. He said you speaking Dollar Bill Jones language now. Yeah, all you got to do is sign him. You know what I'm saying? All you got to do is pick up a pen. And then you can leverage his injury history against him. And then we kind of already know he want to be a Cowboy on the low. We know that.
Mm-hmm. So here's another interesting player for you.
Yeah.
Right? The Andre Swift from the from the Lions, is expected to be cut. He's a running back, used to play for Georgia, and he is possibly going to become a free agent. Would you kick the tires on him, bring him in?
I ain't really fooling with no free agent running backs though, because I don't want to spend.
He still will be cheap.
I about to say we ain't trying to spend no money on no running back. Especially if you're going to sign Tony. Like, if I'm signing Tony Pollard, if I give him some real money, I'll either kick Zeke off a bridge, sign Tony, and then go get a young stud running back. Or either I sign Tony and drastically cut Zeke money. Them the only two options in my opinion. Or if you just want a clean house, that's up to you. I think that'll be kind of risky. But I mean, it'll be definitely risky. But I wouldn't try to choose that route though. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Cleaning house is too risky. We a 12-5 team. You don't just ball up the whole blueprint and throw it away and start again. All you gotta do is tweak it. Okay, build this room on this side instead of that side. You know what I'm saying? You don't ball up the whole blueprint.
Right. And this is a guy that fits, Stephen Jones' motto: injury history, cheap.
Time out.
Cheap and you.
Time out. This was okay. You know I be using the Players Club from what's his name, Bernie Mac, man, R.I.P. He said, landlord, you gotta use what you want to get what you got. Use what you. Hey, Jay Words over here crying. You gotta use what you got to get what you want. A Super Bowl. Hey, those facts right there, sir. I already know my life. Hey, I had to give. That was a perfect joke right there, man. Players Club is a legendary, funny movie, though. Shout out to Matt Fry with the $5 super chat. We appreciate you, sir. He says, sign Wagner, OBJ now, load the clip. Let's win Super Bowl this year. Dollar Bill Jones, stop wasting Cowboy Nation time. We want the Super Bowl now. Absolutely, sir. We are America's team. Quit playing with us.
The most watched. The most hated. Y'all don't like us, but y'all tuning in every Sunday.
Quit playing with us. We deserve better, Matt, and I'm with you. I stand with you, sir. But yeah, man, let's holler at some of these comments, and then we're going to wrap this thing on up. I enjoyed this show, y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, you got to go to work.
Yeah, I got to go to that 9 to 5, man. Hopefully one day my people take care of me. I don't even got to go there no more. I just give us some more content. That's what we trying to do, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's see. Donnell Lamar. He says, when you're looking at these free agents, you're looking at what they bring to your team, not the person. You're not sleeping with them at night. Hey, I'm telling you. Talk to him, coach. Talk to him, coach, because that's why I said screw what he did off the field. Screw it. I don't care.
Who?
Talking about Odell, you know he got a little muddy reputation. I don't care about that, man.
Listen to me. I do not care if he has a little off-field issues. Because we got guys on our team right now, it's hush-hush with this. There are guys on our team that done brace out their old ladies.
Facts.
Right? We don't talk about it.
Yeah.
And y'all love one of them.
Who you talking about?
Yeah. I ain't gonna put that boy.
Well, I know Ball had a trouble history. You know what I'm saying?
Ball sucks. I want him on the team. He can't play football. I'll tell you the other guy later. Cause I ain't gonna put.
Okay. Yeah, we ain't gonna call him out. But yeah, man. Hold on. Let's see. Let's answer a few questions before we wrap it up. JC says, we're too close to clean up shop. Just a few tweaks. I like Osiris Torrance. The man hasn't given up a sack in 4 years in his career, over 3,000 snaps. Sign me up. Yeah, I'm with that. That's the guard from Florida.
He a dog.
Micah A says, why you be asking Zeke to take a pay cut? Franchise TP, you still have $20 million tied up in running back position. That's true. That's
why we say we don't want nobody to get franchise tag.
Yeah.
You want these guys just sign the long-term deals, and you can have a low cap hit.
Just sign them.
And I be using this. I be using this as an example. On paper it says Dak Prescott makes $40 million a year, right?
Yeah.
All right. His cap hit in 2021 was $17 million. His cap hit in 2022 was $19 million. So there you go.
Yeah. See, it's all about the cap hit for me. I'm not concerned with their money, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not concerned with how much he make. I'm not pocket watching. We don't do that in the trap. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that in the trap. All we saying is we just gotta utilize this budget that we have properly. That's all I'm concerned with. Red said, landlord, you got to use some life drops next. Hey, I might get me some too. You just gave my idea. Shout out to Matt Fry with the $2 super chat. He says, I'm trying to help you make full-time gig too. I appreciate that, sir. That's why I'm working. That's why y'all see me every day, man. I'm trying to turn this thing on up. Hey, when I be at work,
you need to use too, though.
Look, when I be at work, I be dark skinned, y'all. Y'all see me now? I be dog skinned at work, man. I got a real job. Shout out to Coach Ma with the $5 super chat. He said, bet on this fellas. Hopkins will be in Dallas if he is willing to restructure and if the Cards will take a 3rd round pick. Mark this down. If they'll take a 3rd round pick, sir, I'm running to the table. I'm running to that, Mr. Ma. I'm running to that because he might start some smoke and, like, you know what I'm saying, get force his way out of there. So hey, I hope you right, Mr. Coach Mob. I pray you right. Shout out to Give Me Cash with the $5 super chat. We appreciate you, sir. He said we need the old Jerry back, the one of the dirty Sprite. Hold on, the one off the dirty Sprite that was spin that money trap house Jerry. Hey, all my life we need the Furious Jerry back in here, man. I'm telling you now. Shout out to Jay Worthy with the $2 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. He said Pac-Man, Hardy, T.O., Tank, Johnson, etc. OBJ is coming. Y'all know Jerry like them slightly nefarious players. Y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? Pac-Man, make it rain. You know what I'm saying? That boy made it rain and caused a stampede in the club. Good grief. That boy, that was nefarious, man. People got hurt and everything. That was crazy.
Hey, man. Hey, I know exactly what life drop you need, man.
What it
I
is?
don't hear another word about no boom boom.
hey, I might need that. You want your cornbread? And Eddie Murphy was like, I die about my cornbread. What you talking about?
Hey, part 2 of my killing spree gonna commence right here.
hey, we know we can't curse, but hey, you remember Eddie Murphy was like, you ought to turn. How much it take to turn them pies into pies?
You finna make me go watch Life, boy.
Man, I love that movie, bro. Hey, I'm a old school movie kind of guy. I'm a TV guy. I watch a lot of shows. Like, man, I can have a whole content. I can make content on TV shows for real. I can do a lot of stuff, man. So, you know, we gonna open that worm, that can of worms up one day, y'all. So we appreciate all the love and support, man. But unfortunately, I gotta get ready to go to work. So I appreciate y'all, man. We finna wrap this thing on up. HTM Sports, let them know where to find you, sir.
Yeah, man, it's your boy Henny the Moore. I'm over here at HTM Sports on YouTube. It's on YouTube and Twitter. Just type in HTM, put the space and type sports. You'll find me. When you do that, hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 1,000 so y'all can send me super chats too. Trying to build up this platform.
Absolutely.
You know, we just up here keep working. And, you know, man, I'm going to drop some more content. You know, I'm probably going to be going live again with West Coast later on in the day. And, you know, I got some articles dropping. I got some articles about the off-season stuff, about the free agents pending. You know, just different things. So just tap in and have some good Cowboy content for y'all.
And we got that Dak show coming for y'all tomorrow.
Yes, we do.
We gonna evaluate. We gonna evaluate all the Dak Prescott interceptions, and we gonna give him the interceptions that really. We gonna give him the real interceptions that he's supposed to have. You know what I'm saying? That's what we gonna do. So y'all already know where to find me at. Just go to your local trap. And landlord will be coming out of there. You understand me? But I appreciate everybody for all the love and support, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and share for the squad. It will not charge a card. We appreciate everybody, man. Let's ride this thing on out. You understand? Let's go.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face. I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day.
Let's go. Great show down here, man. I appreciate you coming to the trap. We needed some hen in the trap.
That would make them hate. That would make them hate. And we just get K and they just in the way. That would make them hate. That would make them hate.
Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you. Surprise to the channel. Let's get it. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, man. We appreciate y'all. And like I say, 1K, 1 love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.